Hey guys, it's Mary from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. In this video, I will be giving us a tarot reading for our week ahead of us. And the way it works is because you've landed on my channel, that the reading is meant for you, regardless of when you're viewing this. If you're viewing this months later, after the first date that you see me upload it, then the message is still meant for you. That's the way spirit guides work. And if something is not quite resonating with you, some things have to unfold. Visit back again and watch, and you'll notice that some things actually really hit home. And also, if you watch this now, you'll notice even if you visit again, even if everything does resonate, visit again, because there's still some more messages that are coming through that need to be told to you. I've been doing this for many years, and that's the way it works. All my readings are recorded. People record my readings for years, and they come back and they tell me these things, and it's like, wow, how did you know? It's just amazing how spirit synchronizes with that, because there is no past, present, and future. It's all one with spirit guides. So, it's just to help you. I film these every week to help you, to give you some light, and just to share a message. Take what you need and leave what you don't. Okay, so I'm reading with Mystical Cats Tarot. I got these a couple of months ago, and they're so adorable. I unboxed them too on my IGTV channel, and you can watch the unboxing. I forgot about these cards, and my spirit guides messages gave me today, said you got to read with them. You got to. And I looked at them and said, oh my god, how did I forget about them? They're so cute. Well, I'm always getting decks. I'm always getting new decks. So it's like, oh, every card has a cat in it. It's like, if you're a cat lover like I am, I'm a cat lady, and I just love cats. And they're just so cute and so adorable. Cats are just so funny. Okay, so I have shuffled and pulled the cards for what we need to know for our highest good. Okay, the first card is the Five of Fire, and this is a struggle card. This is trying to get your point across, but having issues with delivering that message. And you might be having, or maybe facing, this issue with someone in your life, trying to communicate, trying to talk with that person, trying to say what you feel, but it's just like the words just don't come out, or the words are coming out but the person's not listening to you. They just seem to be just completely out and they're listening, but they're not listening. And if you know anything about cats, like these cats are fighting. My cat just walked in and he's looking at everything. He's looking at me. If you know anything about cats, they tend to be very territorial. These cats are fighting. These guys are fighting, and they tend to do that because they want their own space. They want their own, right? That's just the way they're wired, right? They're territorial, and they can be very catty. They're like, so they need to be alone. They need to have their own space, and that's what these cats are kind of doing. They're kind of like saying, no, it's mine. It's like, leave me be, to the other guys. And it's different opinions. They're having different opinions. There's a little bit of scatteredness. There's a little bit of unsettledness. They're not sure. It's like a little bit of unsureness, confusion, I should say. And that's really that relates to trying to get the point through. And it seems to be a bit of a, how can I say, it's kind of like static energy. Something seems to be blocked. There you go. There's a block. There's a block somewhere. And if there's a block, that tends to stop the energy from flowing, and not able to say what you want to say. It's like the throat chakra. When the throat chakra is blocked, it's hard to say what you want to say, or try to deliver your message, or try to, it's hard for a person to open up. And that's sometimes what happens. And we have to look at what we're vibrating. Like, what are we attracting towards us? Like, there's people in our life that maybe are very agitating and getting under our skin. There's some people that are like that, and annoying. And so that's just on the surface. It's just the ego. That's what I'm talking about. I'm only talking about the ego. We're all made out of pure love, but hey, we're human, we're flesh. Anything that's on this earth has an ego. And saying that, there's something you're attracting, a person that's in your life that seems to be, like, you could love this person, but their ego or whatever the situation's taking place, it's like they're annoying you, or the situation, or maybe you don't really, you're not in a relationship with that person, but it's like the energy is just very, it's just, you just don't know why this person is in your life, and they're just so negative, I should say, toxic. You know, instead of blaming or knocking the other person, look at what's going on and what are you vibrating? What is that you are attracting? Why are you attracting this? Like, you got to look at what's in your life. What's blocking you? Why are you spiraling downward? Like, sometimes we're spiraling downward. We don't even notice that. Okay. I'm speaking from experience. We spiral downward. Sometimes we don't understand why. We don't even think that we are, but we tend to go from it. We're going to a negative place, right? So it's a little bit of block, and we have to go through these issues in order to rise higher, to get stronger, to be able to see things, be more lighter, and actually grow spiritually. You know, that's why we go through certain things in our life, and that's why we attract. So we got to look right now. What you need to do is look at what's going on around your environment. Okay. Sometimes we tend to attract the things, we tend to do things that we don't really want to do. We overeat, we overindulge, I should say, not overeat, that's just me. We tend to overindulge in something, or, you know, retail therapy, and we wonder why are we doing that? Because we're spiraling downward. We're drinking a little too much wine, or, you know, whatever that is. Like, we're doing a little bit of things that that's not in our highest good, and that's kind of making us do things that, you know, it's just negative. And then we look at, why did I attract that? Why is that person give me this hard time? Why am I going through this? Why, you know, so look at that, declutter. Now, when I say declutter, I'm not talking about decluttering your space, but you could do that too. That's fun, because that actually helps you to breathe. You create more space, but declutter your mind. And why are you doing what are you doing? Or maybe don't even ask that. Just go within and just, you know, just take a look at what have you been doing. Journal it and just say, what have I been doing that has been bringing me this? And sometimes it could be, it started off as a beautiful thing, but then it just kind of ended up like, you know, crappy. So it's like sour, I should say. The energy of that situation is not the same. You know, there's always the two-sided coin. There's always the pros and cons of everything, right? So sometimes things have outworn their welcome in your space or in your life, and whatever that is, we have to grow. We have to get out of it. And, you know, I've been there, done that, and just, you know, it's just about, you know, realizing the truth of what your soul is asking. And that's what I'm getting. The message is, your soul is asking you. We're more than just body. We have a soul and a spirit, and your soul is the blueprint. It's of what you set out for yourself. And you got to ask yourself, what do I need to do? Why did I attract this to myself? And then after, you'll notice how things will just shift. People will move on out of your life, or the relationship will just magically just, you know, change. Things will just, miracles do happen. So you got to just really look at that. That's what this message says. Look at the bigger picture. I know I carried on a lot about that, but we're going to go on to the next card. And it is the Seven of Fire, which is very similar. But the Seven of Fire is speaking your truth to someone and standing your ground. It doesn't mean that you have to be bitchy or anything like that. I didn't mean that, but it's like, you know, just to be more of speaking up. I know Five of Fire says we're trying to speak up, but it's not going through. But this is standing your ground, knowing yourself. Actually, it's not so much of speaking your truth. It's acknowledging yourself to yourself, like speaking your truth to yourself, like looking at yourself and saying, you know, I deserve more. I deserve better. I deserve this. I deserve. It's like looking at that and saying, you know what? I am going to do it. I deserve this for myself. And, you know, plant your seeds and start moving, start growing, you know, don't be afraid. That's basically what it's telling you, is not to procrastinate any longer. And, you know, it's just basically looking at things and just merging ahead. That's what the Seven of Fire is. And these cute cats they're really fighting. Yeah. You got to be strong. What this is telling you is that you really do need to be strong in this. Okay, so it's not going to be easy. When I say strong, I mean to just, there's people in your life. I know we talked about this Five of Fire that's coming up again. The Five of Fire is different opinions amongst people and struggles and, you know, seeing the bigger picture. But the Seven of Fire is acknowledging yourself, acknowledging you, loving you, knowing that what's going on, you know, you're beautiful and you're perfect just the way God made you, higher power, source made you. You are perfect just as you are. And you need to tell yourself that. You really do. And you know, what you have in your bank account, how many followers you have, how many likes you get on your post does not define who you are. It really doesn't. It doesn't make you at all. It really doesn't. And I'm just giving you an example. Sorry, those are the things that just popped up. It's more like, I mean that in every way. You know, it's not, you know, the things that are around you, that doesn't define you. So you got to be strong, and you got to not give in to the temptation and say, oh, okay, and just be a yes person. No, you got to just speak your truth and say no. It's okay to say no. It's actually assertive. It's about being assertive. It's okay to say, no, I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood. No, it's fine. I don't want to. Or, you know, if somebody calls you out of the blue and you haven't heard from them and you so want to talk to them so badly, and it's like 12 o'clock at night. For me, that's late. Might be early, but you might be a night owl. You got to say, sorry, call me back another time. I got to sleep. You got to you got to sleep. You got to do what you got to do for yourself. Self-love, self-care. That's what it means. It means about loving yourself. It doesn't mean abusing yourself. You got to get rid of that, okay? And receive. The message is really important for you to receive. And when you do, magical things happen. You know, that's what the message is there with the Seven of Fire. Stand your ground, beautiful soul, because you have everything you need inside of you. You do. You got to say, I am enough. I have everything I need. I'm beautiful and everybody loves me, you know, and it's okay. It's okay. It is. Okay, and this third card is cat magic. Isn't that adorable? This would be the Magician card. The Magician card in traditional tarot, which is the law of attraction, okay, and attracting something positive towards you. And that is what the Magician is. It's actually setting intentions. I know I spoke about this before. Setting intentions for what you want, write them down, organize things in your home. And I know I hear the excuses, well, I'm going to organize on Monday, or I'm going to organize next week. And I know February comes, I have the week off, so I'm going to organize my stuff. You know what? I hate to tell you this, and you know, hate to be, I don't want to sound like, you know, mean, but that's not good enough. You know, you got to start now, and, you know, takes time to do that. If you're thinking of that and making a vision board when the time is right, when the moons all are aligned and the planets are all aligned, and yeah, we got no planets in retrograde, but that's a perfect time. Okay. You got to just do it. You got to start slowly. Do it small little things, you know, organize your fridge, organize your cabinet, organize your junk drawer, or whatever you want. Just little things just to organize that, so you can feel clear to manifest what you want for yourself. Like when I say manifest, I mean like you got to, for me, I should just rephrase that. When I do intentions and vision boards and everything, I have to have a clear space. And I've talked a lot about organizing today, haven't I? But that's the message. It's a message for me too. I like to, what I do is I like to, when I write things in my planner and set the intentions, I definitely like to just let go and release the old. So you got to release the old. If you want to be successful at manifesting, at the law of attraction, and if you don't understand what the law of attraction is, you can Google it. I do have some stuff on YouTube about the law of attraction. You can go to my channel on YouTube, Psychic Soulmate, and I have some law of attraction, how to manifest. But it's just to tell you right now, it's manifesting is just really simple. You got to release and surrender. Surrender the outcome. Surrender trying to control the situation, because the more you try to control it and make it happen and want it to happen a certain way, the more you will actually, it'll go the opposite direction for you. And you want to keep it, going. You want to manifest what's for your highest good, right? And you can't manifest a person that is not communicating with you, and you can't manipulate somebody. That's what I'm trying to say. I get a lot of people asking me about, do you do love spells? Do you do reuniting the separated? And you know what? That doesn't work. It doesn't. And that's actually manipulating somebody if it does. It's like, if you want love in your life, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't come from trying to, that person, I want him back in my life or her back in my life. I want my ex to return. I want to get back together. It doesn't work that way, because what is meant to be will come back to you. What is meant to be will be meant to be. If it's your soulmate, sometimes what happens with soulmates, there's a karmic soulmate, and a karmic soulmate is they have to run their course being apart, right? Even with twin flames. With twin flames, they go through the chaos, and twin flames go through it before they can reunite. Sometimes there's a lot of factors. You never compare your soulmate or your love to someone else's, because everybody we're all different. Come on. Like even our hands, we have two hands and they belong to the same body, but they look very different from each other. I'm just giving you an example. Everything is different. So there's always something that's different. And when it comes to trying to attract that person back into your life, it doesn't work that way. You got to love yourself, because the right person will come to you, and you have to really love yourself and surrender the past. Forgive everybody. That's the best way. Gratitude, forgiveness, that is how you attract what you truly desire in your life. When I say truly desire, you might think, I want this, I want to win the lottery, I want that. No, what you truly want is peace, or whatever it is. Your soul knows what you truly want, and you have to dig deep. That's what it's telling you. You got to dig deep to find what that is. And sometimes we go through years trying to find out, what is it that I really want? What do I really want in my life? What is it? And sometimes we have to go through stuff and to get to that. So we have to go through the whole journey and the whole life path of it. But when we tap into to our truth and to love inside here, we can help manifest what we truly desire. And what I say by that is, like, the person, if you really want that person to return, set them free. Set them free. And if you feel that that person is meant for you and no one can tell you no, well, there's no spell and there's nobody on this planet that's going to reunite you or do anything like that. And some people think they're cursed. Those curses don't exist. We're putting our own curse in our head. It really is. I know some people don't like me when I say that, but it's true. Trust me, I know. It's like we make it on ourselves. We do it to ourselves. Like everything is done by ourselves, by believing those things. So when you believe that, so that's why you have to really be very careful on what you watch, what you see, the people that you hang out with, because their energy can resonate, like they can actually, like you can inherit their negative energy, and that makes you spiral downward, and that makes you look at things on a different level, and it makes you feel like like you think that you can get the fast fix. Or I'm just giving you an example, but whatever jumps up in your mind when I'm talking, that is basically the message that you need to hear. Okay, so that basically sums it up all in a nutshell here. Okay, so yeah, so I hope that this reading was clear for you and helpful. It really helps to vibrate your energy. And I have to say, today I received a gift from the company in David. They sent me 2 beautiful sweatshirts. As you can see, I'm wearing it now, and it's perfect. It's red, for my first chakra. I love it. And yeah, and what's really cool about it, because they sent it to me as a gift, and I just want to say thank you to and David for doing that. And these shirts are just there's something about them that help me feel so beautiful and so happy. And you know why? I'll tell you why. I'm a crystal junkie. They sewed, I'm gonna show you, crystals in the back here in the pocket, right there. It's like a triangle of crystals. They're not sharp points, trust me. I can go like this. I don't even feel them on. And they're like little tumbled stones, tiny tumbled stones of of crystals, and all kinds of crystals in there. I believe there's 5 different ones, and what they do, they charged them, and I charged them before I wore this, and you know, they kind of make me feel buzzed. I do. I feel like really, you know, happy when I wear them, and I just love wearing them, and yeah, really cool. So anyways, check them out whenever you get a chance. And yeah, so anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you guys' support, your kind words, your beautiful words. You know, it's hard doing these, or it used to be harder. It used to be challenging for me to talk to my phone and you know, post this publicly. You know, I thought, oh my God, is anybody going to be watching? You know, like all these things would come into my mind. But anyways, that's just thoughts, you know. But my message was to just shed some light and to help people and to spread some, you know, some happy vibes and some, you know, to make people feel good and just give them a message. And it worked. So, you know, I'm happy, and I want to thank you guys. I'm also offering some goodies on my website. If you join my newsletter, go to psychicsoulmatereading.com, sign up. I offer a few good things, and I just a few goodies. Coloring book that I designed, that I created, is about 12 or 13 pages, I can't remember, and they're affirmations. It's been a while. I did it a while ago, and they're really cool. I want to add some more, you know, because I'm an artist, and I just wanted to do that, and you know, anyways, go and you can download that. And I created a meditation, Love and Abundance, and also an ebook that Dave wrote about soulmates and twin flames. If you join my newsletter, I'm also going to give you soon, I'm going to be, if I didn't already post it to my website already to get the download, it's a free chakra healing meditation that I did. I do this every morning, and I just love it because it really cleanses my chakras. And I recorded it. Dave helped me, you know Dave, and he's singing right now. If you can hear him in the background practicing, he would be in here now, but he's got a lesson to prepare for, and he's teaching. So he did the music, and it's a very high vibe meditation, and I really want you to have it. And just go ahead and sign up to my newsletter. And so I wish you all the blessings, peace, and happiness. Namaste.